Look what it says in verse 11. An evil man seeketh, look at that key word now. That's like over there in Genesis. You remember talk about they were evil continually. That means they never stopped being evil. But after the flood, he said, you being evil, he said that they will be evil. Men's hearts are evil, but it wasn't continual. You see, sometimes we in Christian circles, we lay this standard just way too high that you got to, and matter of fact, they propose a standard that they can't even keep themselves. They put a standard up there and make it look like they're keeping it. But in reality, if they were honest about it, they can't even keep it themselves. And that's because they spent their time keep raising the bar, raise the bar, keep raising the bar, raise the bar some more, raise the bar. And that ain't what it's about. You know what it's about? In spite of all your inconsistencies and disobediences and going your own way, trying your own way, it's a consistent coming back to the Lord and say, Lord, I want to deal with you. I made a mistake again, but I want to walk with you. I want to talk to you. You know, the Lord never kick you out of his throne. You know, you're a blood-bought child. As far as you're concerned, when you walk into that throne room, you have no sin on you. You're just as pure as the Son of God. You're just as good as the Lord Jesus Christ walking in this room. Come on up into my throne room. What you got? Well, Lord, I messed it up again. Well, come on in. Come on in. I'd love to sit down. Let's talk about that. Let me show you the right way to do that. You know, he knows you're going to go out there. You know, what human doesn't fall short of the glory of God? I don't know any. Now look at what this thing says. I'm telling you, evil man seeketh only rebellion. Look at that. Only. They only, in other words, they're just 100% all the time. No time for God. I just want to do what I want to do and go. Look at this thing. Therefore, a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. You don't want a cruel messenger coming out. Every time he shows up, he's got some bad news. I don't want that fellow to show up. Look at verse 12. Let a bear robbed of her whelps meet a man rather than a fool in his folly. You're better off meeting a bear that had her cubs robbed and she is mad. You're better off meeting a bear like that than meeting a fool in his folly. In other words, a fool that pays no attention to God and just goes on and does what he wants to do. He hadn't talked to God in years. Look what it says. You know what? A lot of times, though, I find people don't talk to God because the ministers have corrupted that line of communication and told them God don't want nothing to do with you unless you're like me. Listen, man, with all due respect, I don't want to be like you.